Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It is day 9 of Fleet Week. How can a week have 9 days? Well, it's a space week. No, so kind of the normal Fleet Week has ended-ish, and Drake have taken over a different Expo hall, or a different hall, over in the New Babbage Spaceport to have their own little conference at the end of Fleet Week. 'Cause they're not actually invited to Fleet Week proper. They have to have Drake Defense Con. Because, you know, lots of their ships might be used for more nefarious activities or militia and not the military necessarily. So come to the spaceport if you want to see the Drake Expo, but there's more going on to this Expo than just Drake ships. So this is basically a big old hangar that they've rented out, is the idea. After the fleet launches, who's left to protect you? That's sort of like the slogan going on with Drake here, and I love Drake. I think it's Aegis then Drake as my favourite manufacturers. On paper, it's Drake all the way, no frills, cool load of ships. And today's Fleet Week is no different. Lots and lots of cool stuff to be shown off. I haven't actually walked around the Drake Expo Hall yet, this year anyway. All the cool stuff going on. So we've got the Cutlass, it's just the standard black here. So we've got the Cutlass Black, really super useful multi-role ship, the Cutlass, for multi-crew, for a single player, whatever. Good amount of cargo, good combat capabilities, pretty upgradable. We've got the giant Caterpillar here. So Caterpillar at the moment is just a big old cargo ship, but it's going to have tractor beams and stuff like that in the future. But also these pods, you can see each of these sections, are going to be modular in the future. So at the moment, each of them are for cargo, but you could have 4 different modules there. You could have a cargo module, you could have something that allows you to have better living space, or an armory, or drop pod type stuff, or maybe room for crafting. We don't know all of the different modules that we're going to have, to be honest. We could have some combat ones, there could be ones for mining, there could be ones for salvage, there could be a huge heap of them. But we know it's going to have modular pods that we can change out there to change the sort of role. And we've got ships like the Endeavour. We know there's going to be loads of modules for that sort of thing. The Retaliator is going to be the first to get its modular changes. I think that's now coming in 3.15. So the Q3 patch. So we'll have to wait and see. But solid cargo transport at the moment. It's really, really powerful cargo transport at the moment. That's going to have a huge modularity in its future. We've got the Cutlass Red here, which is one of the best ships in the game if you want to respawn and do FPS gameplay, because you can go into the back of it and you can set your spawn point to be one of the ICU beds there, and there's 2 little beds, so you can have a load of people actually going in and setting that as their spawn point, and as long as they're in distance of it when they die and the ship isn't destroyed, then you can respawn out these beds. So if you're running an org event, or if you're assaulting a facility on the ground or something, then Cutlass Red, very, very useful. And eventually it's going to be sort of like more for treating and stabilization of patients and search and rescue and that sort of stuff. Also, the lights on it flash, so you can go Nino, Nino. It doesn't have sirens yet. It just has the flashing lights. This is Cutlass Blue, the more militia armored police variant, security variant of the Cutlass Black. Better armor. It's also got a load of prisoner capture pods in the back, so if you want to do that bounty hunter gameplay where you're dead or alive and you're bringing them back alive, then you've got a load of these pods as well. The Cutlass Red and the Cutlass Blue are some of my favourite ships in the game, and the Cutlass Black as well, just because of how versatile it is, but I'll be driving a lot in the Cutlass Blue myself, going Nino. Again, I just like the flashing lights it can have. Caterpillar's pretty big. Got the Herald. Herald's not used much in the game at the moment. It is a data runner ship, and it's going to be fast in a straight line, relatively low signature for a ship of its what it's trying to do, because it is going to burn hot, admittedly, because it's got a very powerful go in a straight line engine, and it's going to have loads of these sort of like computer banks, but you know, it sort of compacts that down as much as it can to have a smaller signature as it can. But if you're going to be doing expensive, get data quickly to an area type data running, time-sensitive stuff, then that is probably the ship for you. But doesn't have the gameplay in the game yet. Do we have any other ships on the right? Or can we go into the... Oh no, we've got the Buccaneer. So no frills, quite powerful fighter, lots and lots of DPS on the fighter, but it's, after getting hit a little bit, it's going to start to take attrition damage pretty quickly. It's not sort of like got an ejection seat or anything like that. It's not massively safe for the pilot, but you're supposed to out DPS and damage your opponent, is the idea. So hopefully you can do that before you die. Was that? Are you alright, fella? He's just having a look. Okay, so I love the big hall, but it feels like there should be, like, you know, a Kraken in the middle. Do you know what I mean? What have we got in the Drake display hall? So that's basically the Hollow Suite. Or maybe it's not the Hollow Suite. Oh, so actually, before I go any further, when I said it's not just Drake ships going on here, well, you can go to these consoles at the back, this kiosk, and rent any of the ships that have appeared during Fleet Week from these consoles. So go and have a look at all the different ships. I think, actually, it looks like it's more than just those ships. It looks like it's every ship in the game. Every ship that is currently available in the game is available to rent on these kiosks. Maybe not every single ship. Let's go to Aegis. And, yeah, so the Saber, Raven, for example, is not there. But almost every ship in the game, even whether or not it was shown at Fleet Week, is available to rent there. Until the end of Fleet Week, I think. So, Fleet Week ends technically on the 1st of June. So sort of bear that in mind. So what else have we got in here in this little Drake hall? So we've got the Dragonfly, the cool little space spike. So you can use that in space as a little annoying gnat to pew-pew stuff and make sure their shields don't start powering up. And you can get loads of these in a Caterpillar, or you get these in like a Cutlass or whatever, or any other ship you want that will fit in. And but you can also use them on the ground, is the idea here. So very cool. Very, very popular little ground vehicle. Even with, oh, hello. Hello, my little Kraken baby. It's a beautiful ship. It's big. It's a floating space station, pretty much. So the Kraken's been released, and that means one thing: there's no putting it back. This attack carrier has changed the way militias operate forever. When it comes to personal defense, there's one thing that you never want to be: falling behind. A protector and a beacon of freedom in an often cruel universe, Drake Interplanetary has made the capital class ship available to all those tasked with safekeeping those unable to protect themselves. The Kraken is both a sanctuary and a self-contained war machine, ready to take on the most daunting adversaries. So the idea is the standard Kraken is a mixture of a big carrier ship and floating space station that is able to service, repair, and look after lots of different vehicles. You can come there, they can rearm, repair, refuel, all that sort of stuff. You've got a large amount of cargo, you've got a bay for dragonflies, all that sort of stuff. You've got some internal hangars. It's pretty cool. But I'm assuming on the other side we might have the privateer. Actually, externally, the privateer would look identical, so actually probably not. So you can see it is basically a floating aircraft carrier. A floating one, you know, like, as opposed to aircraft carriers that don't float. You know what I mean? It's an assault carrier. It's a space aircraft carrier. That's what I'm trying to say. Very cool. The privateer differs in the fact that it gets rid of some of its cargo space and those internal bays for shops instead. So even more of a space station. Gets rid of the Dragonfly Bay as well. So it depends on what you want. Let's have a look on the other side of the Expo Hall. Where am I pointing? Oh, there's two things over here. So we've got the Vulture here. So this is the small salvage ship from Drake. Some people are now sort of expecting it to be in for the end of the year with salvage. It's been rumored and suggested that Cloud Imperium didn't want to just have hand salvage in for the end of the year, and they wanted to potentially have a ship that could strip hull and potentially even repair a ship with that same stripping. And it might be that they want to get the Vulture in. It's very possible. There's no denying it. Winning can be a messy business when your fleet of Drake ships is done laying waste to the latest batch of outlaws who are foolhardy enough to tangle with you and your people. There's going to be no shortage of wreckage to wade through. That's where the Vulture comes in. No need to leave behind a veritable junkyard around your station or homestead for criminals to use as cover next time they attack. The Vulture can help you clean it all up, and then some. Forget just clearing the way. Salvage pays. What better way to defend yourself than to have broken ships of your enemies pay for your next round of ammunition? Sounds like a fitting end to us. Indeed. Small, cool salvage. Crunches it all up. Sucks it all up. Looking forward to it. And then we've got the Corsair. Really anticipated ship. People constantly ask me when Corsair. Is Corsair being worked on? When Corsair? It is the slightly smaller, no frills Drake version of a Carrack. Basically, it is no frills, focused exploration is the idea with it. And obviously very asymmetrical design. But I think it works. Looks interesting. I'm looking forward to see how it compares to the Carrack. But yeah, lots of forward-facing weaponry here. My voice has gone. Oh no. Drink some water quick. Oh no, that guy's reading from there now. It's okay. We'll go read from the other console. It'll be fine. We at Drake Interplanetary know sometimes defense isn't just about protecting what's yours. Sometimes it's about striking out and facing the unknown head-on. How can you ever be truly safe if you don't know what threat is waiting beyond the next mountain range, moon, or jump point? Thanks to a large hold capable of stowing a small vehicle and specifically designed asymmetric, in fact, convertible wings, the Corsair adapts gracefully to unfamiliar atmospheres, combat situations, and hot landing zones. Be ready for anything, and you'll never be caught unprepared. I think a lot of people are excited about the... Oh, this person taking a selfie. About the Corsair. We know it's going to be worked on. I think a lot of people are hoping that it gets in the game sooner rather than later. I'm expecting it to sort of be in the game probably end of next year, with delays, sort of that sort of thing, taking that in mind. A very cool ship. Let's take a look at what is available on the actual store page. But remember, come to the Drake Expo Hall, have a look around, rent the ships, and at least until the 1st of June, you'll be able to use those consoles to rent any ship that's in the game, other than the Mustang Omega and the Sabre Raven. I'm not sure if the Scythe will be available as well. I didn't check, but let's go check what's available in the shop. We've got a discounted war bond upgrade to a Drake Caterpillar. It comes with 10 years insurance if you want to upgrade a different ship to that. Yeah, that might be a good idea if you want to upgrade a starter package or another ship to get 10 years insurance to get that Drake Caterpillar. Cool. We've got the Dragonfly, just the black version. The Yellow Jacket doesn't appear to be available at the moment. We've got the Drake Herald. We've got the Buccaneer Fighter, sort of medium fighter. We've got the Cutlass Black and the red and the blue. We'll be picking up some reds and blues for sure. And we've got that Caterpillar as well. And all the ships that are sold during Invictus Fleet Week come with 10 years insurance minimum. I say that are sold as part of it, I should say. We've got the Drake Vulture. So I think this might be one of the last times we can get it at this price. I've got 3% extra here because I pay VAT in the UK, so bear that in mind. But I do think that's going to be going up in price soon. I've got the Drake Corsair as well, hugely popular ship. Yeah, if you're into exploration, you might want to grab one. But obviously, buy this stuff in game. When it comes out, eventually, all you need to start a pack. Don't need to spend actual real money on any of this stuff. So this is the big stuff. So Champions Club offers. So if you're concierge, if you spent $1,000 or more on your account, you get access to these big sales and the Kraken war bonds and normal Krakens and privateers and war bond privateers all sold out. The first wave is already sold. There's going to be another wave at 12 a.m. UTC and then another wave at 8 a.m. UTC with very limited numbers. They sold out within seconds, so you have to be quite lucky to get one. So bam, 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 they sold out. We still have the conversion kit, which allows you to switch the normal Kraken to a privateer. If you are if you're into that, it's just the Warbond version, so you have to pay with real money. And then we've got the Drake complete packs for $5,000+. Well, I suppose it's 4,000 ish if you don't have to pay VAT. And yeah, I mean, I think some people like the Drake ships a lot, and you want to get a Kraken. that's a solid way of getting a Kraken. Comes with... Does it come with the Kraken and the privateer? It does indeed. And that is why it is so much money. These ship packages, in my mind, are ridiculously expensive. But they suit some people for sure. And then we've got some paints. So, we've got a various Drake Defense Con paints. We've got some packs of the paints. And then we can see the Coalfire paint for the cutlass, which will fit on any of the cutlasses. Mistwalker paints. Dragonfly paints there. Alright. Not hugely impressed with Drake Day, to be honest. I do think that, obviously, some people are going to be excited because they might be able to pick up a Kraken, and you can get your hands on the Vulture and the Corsair, for sure. So, check those out if you're interested, and make sure that you go down to that Drake Expo Hall. It is in the spaceport this time, and you can go to the consoles at the back and rent any ship that's available in-game pretty much. But I'd love to know what you think. Are you going to be picking up anything from Drake Defense Con Day? Are you going to be picking up a Kraken? Are you going to be picking up a Corsair or a Vulture or something like that? What did you think of Fleet Week so far? Do you think there's anything else that's left to be shown off at Fleet Week that might magically happen? Because some people are thinking maybe they'll have a little teaser of the Nine Tails Lockdown. Some people are thinking, oh, maybe they'll have another sale or something. I think that's unlikely. I think we might see a teaser for maybe Nine Tails Lockdown. We do, in a couple of weeks, have Alien Week, and I suspect that that's where we might see a new alien ship, maybe a Xi'an cargo ship. But whatever you think, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
Oh, what's this? I just found all your search history online. You filthy boy, buying spaceships and going on Ship Hub. Zin, show a picture of a sexy ship or something. You should have used NordVPN. It's a VPN, obviously, and it has my seal of approval because I chill for them. Use the links below to get a discount and help protect your data, identity, privacy, and to help with online accessibility. I'm shilling for spaceships today. Do you like building spaceships? Of course you do. JR Fabrication make officially licensed Star Citizen products and Airfix-like model kits. Do you want an Arrow fighter? Maybe a Freelancer? Some Cyclone little buggies? Dragonflies? Oh my! You can buy them and build them, or just add them to your pile of shame. You want dioramas of ships and vehicles? They've got them too, and they continue to add more to their range. Follow the link down below to jrfabrication.co.uk/board to see all of the wonderful products they have on offer, and use the code BoredInvictus to also get some exclusive Fleet Week recruitment propaganda A3 art prints with each of your orders. Ooh. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For May, it's for a Crusader Hercules Starlifter. It's a big boy cargo and ground vehicle transport ship that you can expect to be added to the game by the end of the month. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Thank you so much to my channel members who have pressed the join button below my videos, and my Patreons as well. Going the extra mile really, really helps the channel. Say thanks for helping the channels in.
Thanks for helping the channels in.
Consider becoming a channel member or Patreon as well, and maybe you'll get some poorly photoshopped naughty spaceship shots. Oh, saucy. Thanks for watching and all your support.